Hello, bros. Got us some Alta electric bike in MX bikes. So this is very interesting to me to actually have a electric bike in any motocross game, even in real life. I just can't believe it's even a thing in real life at the moment. Oh, baby. Talking about a spin out. Uh, yeah, I just can't even believe that's even like a thing yet. I would have thought that would have been a few years down in the future, but it's definitely like kind of before its time type of thing here, so it's pretty cool. But yeah, so and also I just wanted to let you guys know at the end of the video, I'll put like a lap of me riding on this track without any commentary so that you can really hear the bike. I'll turn the bike up and stuff. I know it might be a little bit hard to hear it with it low and I'm, me doing commentary over it, but just skip to the end of the video if you want to see that. Oh God, dude, fence. Okay. But yeah, it's something that just really, really intrigues me about real life motocross. Just the fact that it's like a whole different type of power. It almost even more so I would say than like going from a two-stroke to a four-stroke. You know how everything was a two-stroke back in the day, and by golly, I still love me some two-strokes. I'm still like two-stroke lover, two-strokes for life. A lot of people don't realize how much I actually love two-strokes in real life because I don't really portray it a whole lot in my videos. But good God, man, like I'm telling you, when I first got into real life motocross, like back in 2010 when I was like 14, I had a YZ125, and I literally thought like, dude, it doesn't get any better than this. And I still think that to this day. Like 125 two strokes, man. Why do you think that's my number, dog? Like there's a reason behind all that. I mean, I'm a two-stroke lover to the absolute core till the end of time, till the death of me, dude. But and you get into the four strokes, right? And then the four strokes, they've improved a lot on them as far as like they used to be very, very mellowed out power wise. Now they're certainly a bit more of an animal, if you will. That's about, four strokes are becoming more like what two strokes used to be as far as like snappiness of the power. So it kind of like they made that little transition, and there's that time frame where it was like Carmichael, Stewart, where they were going between two strokes. It used to all be two strokes, and it like kind of had this in between phase where it was like two strokes and four strokes. Now it's just all four strokes, even though I feel like they could make two strokes, make a comeback, but now you're to the point where it's like you've got four strokes, and they haven't quite gotten to the point where you've got like electric bikes really racing in like pro supercross. It's not really to that point yet. It's very early stages with the electric bikes and stuff. So, but it will get to. I guarantee you, it'll get to the point where it's like how it was two strokes and four strokes on the track in the pros. Well, it'll get to the point where it's four strokes and electric bikes in the pros. And then eventually, and I hate to say it, but god dang it, I gotta say it. I mean, one day, this could be 30 years from now, but eventually it's going to be all electric bikes on the gate. And and trust me, I don't necessarily like that. It ain't like I'm over here just like giddy about it, like I'm loving it or something. I'm just telling you the truth. Like that's something that's going to happen in the future. It's the future of everything. Electric cars, electric bikes, electric everything. Because eventually we're going to run out of them motherfucking fossil fuels, and we ain't going to be able to have gasoline, which is going to be a really sad day. And I hope I don't live to that day, to be honest. But yeah, but it's interesting though. I mean, certainly the side of me that's kind of like, Mr. Alien sci-fi space futuristic, like it's cool. There's something cool about electric bikes. I don't know. There definitely is something interesting about it. It's like you're riding on some sort of future alien spacecraft, but it's on the ground, It's got that kind of cool effect to it. Sorry about the crashing, guys. I'm doing this live while I'm talking. So, yeah, I mean, that's just kind of my general, overview opinion on electric bikes. Now, in MX bikes, and I haven't seen electric bikes in any other motocross game. I haven't seen it in any of the AAA title games. It's not an MX simulator. Certainly not like an actual dyno bike in the game. Somebody might have went in there and done like a where they changed the sound files and put it like like a bike skin in there to make it look like it, but there isn't actually an electric bike in MX Simulator. Whereas with MX bikes, it's actually a legitimate electric bike. It's got a whole different. It's got basically no gearbox at all, right? So that it doesn't even have the same sort of power curve system. in the game like all the other bikes have in there. It doesn't have the same, like the gearbox simulation whole thing with the other bikes in the game is not like that with the electric bike in there. Obviously, the sound is completely different, but it's just the feeling of the power and everything's different to it. So it really is like you're riding on a electric bike, totally different than the gas bikes in the game. So yeah, it's interesting once you get in there. And dude, the sound of it just cracks me up in this game. Like, oh my god, I think it might be a little bit louder than what an actual real life electric bike is. She's you could like damn near make a song with the sound of the bike in this game, like the electric bike in this game. There's something about the sound of it. It's like it sounds like like a remote control car or something, but like on steroids basically. That's what it sounds like. So you'll definitely get a kick out of it. It's pretty good though. Like as far as it's funny, but yet it's fun, and you like it sounds good kind of at the same time too. So you're kind of like in this limbo stage of like, this is kind of weird, kind of loud, but I like it, It's kind of where I was at on it anyways. Now, I haven't actually rode or even seen an electric bike in real life. Be cool to actually, try that out one day, but basically, I don't even really know what they sound like in real life. I mean, I've seen videos, obviously, and stuff like that and whatnot, but I haven't heard it with my own ears, like close up to it. So I don't really know how accurate this sounds to that. But just personally, I felt like in real life they're a little bit quieter than how it sounds in this game, in particular. And that's just something I sort of noticed there with it. So that may be something that you notice if you're somebody that does have an electric bike, and then you hop in here, you're like, oh shit, this is way too loud. This is like a damn like remote control car or something like right in my ear. So yeah, you might kind of get that effect to it a little bit, but either way, super cool to see it in this game. And the way you actually get it, by the way, just letting you guys know, and I'll leave a link to this down below in the description. It's just a forum post. You can go in there and it'll have all of the newer bike dynos in the game, newer bikes like, 2018. I think there's a couple 2018, couple 2017s, and then you got the electric bike in there. See if I can pull a damn tear off. What's up, dog? Professional. So yeah, I'll leave a link to that in the description, and you can go download that for your own game if you want to. I would assume eventually the like betas are just gonna automatically have this in it at some point. Like it's gonna automatically have newer bike dynos and this and but I guess technically it can't have, or then it's like dude would have to have the licensing for it, like Pibbo, so whatever would have to have the licensing for it. I'm just guessing. Let me see if I can get back on the track. Yeah, not. Okay, let's do a little restart. That's how like MX Simulator works around the whole, like having real life bikes in the game and all that. But I guess technically they are like KXs and everything in the game, but it's just doesn't look like it, obviously. You know what I mean? They're not actually using like Kawasaki graphics and fenders and all this stuff. So that's pretty much probably why you haven't seen it, why it's like an actual bike. Someone's made the bike, not the creator of the game, basically. But there's support for electric bikes in the game made by the creator. So I don't know, it gets a little confusing, but either way, you can get it with the through that download in the description down below. It'll just take you to the forum page, and you got to kind of scan down through that post there, and you should be able to find it. Now, I don't know if that's going to work on future betas. I know it's always different. I know it works on beta 9, and I'm on beta 10 right here, so it obviously works on that too. So just be aware of that if you're watching this video later on down the line or something. But yeah, man, pretty interesting when you get on it, because it's cool playing this game without having to shift, because I've always played this game with shifting on, obviously, like anybody should with a simulator. But it's interesting it's kind of like having automatic shifting, right? But it's not automatic shifting like just having automatic shifting turned on in a normal simulator on a normal bike. It's a little bit different because you still get this really accurate power curve with this thing, even though it theoretically is automatic shifting. So yeah, basically it's just good God. Gotta love it, bro. Yeah, I had a lot of fun riding on this thing. I think there's actually 2 skins to it too. There's like a monster skin, then there's like this default, like from stock from the factory. on it. So definitely let me know down in the comments down below what you guys think about the whole electric bike thing. I don't know, man. It's interesting. It's certainly, I mean, you can't deny eventually it is the future. Now, I know they don't nowhere near come to making the power of the other bikes currently, and that's why they have trouble really competing. The only time I've ever really seen them is in the Red Bull Straight Rhythm, like as far as like any sort of pro race competing, but they don't run them in like pro supercross or pro nationals or anything like that. So, but certainly, you know, you would assume in your head that would be so much harder to make that kind of power with electricity only. You know what I'm saying? Like, good God, man, you just got to imagine the difference of power, trying to make power with electricity versus an explosion, like totally different type of thing going on there. So, but either way, maybe one day they'll find a way. They will find a way one day to make electric bikes, you know, even faster. That's going to be weird, though, because it'll be like no shifting. Nobody will be shifting dirt bikes. It's going to change the entire scope of motocross and everything. Real-life cars, everything. Damn Teslas, you know what I'm saying? Elon Musk's motherfucker. It's all going to change. Cars will be driving themselves. Dirt bikes will be riding themselves. It's going to be a weird-ass world, dude. Like, damn, I haven't even really sat down and thought about that too much, but it's going to be a weird world one of these days. That's what I'm saying. I can't believe they even have an electric bike yet. This seems like something that would have came out in 2030 or something to me. I just can't believe it's already, even though it is really early on stages. But you just know they're going to be able to make an electric bike that can, like, if it starts to almost crash, it's like can automatically fix itself to a certain extent, right? Obviously, if you have like a really violent crash, you're not really going to be able to save that either which way you want to try to. No matter what robot's helping you out, it's not really going to help. But that's going to be an interesting world whenever, you know, it's got so many different options, non-crash things built into the electric bike that it changes the dynamic of motocross in that sense as well. So that's going to be super bizarre when that starts to happen. But there's just so much to it, man. There's so much to the future. It's really weird. It's kind of scary, but kind of cool, but obviously super weird, right? So I don't know even what to think about it. But either way, you can get you an electric bike in MX Bikes if you want it. And you can get the sound of it. It sounds super different than all the other bikes in the game, so you really feel like you're on something different. Power of it's different. Power of it, the power curve, obviously she slacks a little bit, like that kind of bottom medium end doesn't have as much rip you out of your seat like some of the other bikes in the games do. Obviously, if you have different... What does the gearing do on this thing? I never even thought about that. If it's automatic... What the hell is the gearing? It doesn't even have gears, does it? Hell, I don't even know how it works. It doesn't even have gears. It's just electric, so you're just going. And it just goes faster and faster and faster. I don't think there's actually even gears on it, period, is there? So in that case, you can't really change your gearing for it. You might be able to do that in the game. I don't know. That's getting like real technical with it. I don't know. I haven't looked into that yet. But either way, the way I've just got it stock. Whatever stock gearing or whatnot is on it, that's what I have on it currently. So yeah, basically that's what it is. And like I said, the bottom end power is not going to rip you out of your seat like as much as the other bikes. And then the medium power, she slacks a little bit, but it does pick up power once you get to the top end of the bike and stuff. But it obviously is very controllable power as well. So that's kind of a, you know, if you're more of a beginner at the game or whatnot, it is definitely a controllable, easy to ride bike for the game. So, yeah, pretty good for beginners, definitely. It's just funny because, you know, it's like this electric bike and, like, no, don't have to shift with it. Really mellow power. It's like the beginner bike, you know what I'm saying? But either way, man, yeah, like I said, I'm going to play one lap of me, turn the volume up so you guys can hear the bike and shit. But appreciate you guys watching all the videos. Don't forget, if you want to go add me up on Steam, I'll get you in there. Might play some MX Bikes multiplayer or some shit. I don't know yet. But my name on Steam is just Spencer Turley, no space, no capital. Just like my YouTube channel name, but without the space and the capital letters. So I'll add you up on there and get you in the Discord and everything. But either way, dude, enjoy the gameplay.